So, oh, there I am. Hello. So, I wanted to show this video of what I do and talk a little bit about how I cleanse and consecrate a deck. And so, I already recorded, and I don't know why I said it in that last video, but I already recorded the one talking about decks to use when you're down and feeling blue. At the time I was doing 3 decks on my altar, and so then I was going to show you how I deal with this deck. Now, just so you know, I have no problem with owning used decks or new decks. I pretty much do this general thing each time. The difference is, anytime I get a deck, I will go through and make sure all the cards are there. You know, it's a given. With a used deck, I will try and put it in order. That way I'm touching it and working my energy with the deck. Then what I do with the deck after it's been put in order, and the same with a new deck, is I will look at each card and just, you know, just whatever I feel, you know, just think about it and just slowly go through the deck. Again, touching each card and allowing myself to work my energy with the deck. Then what I do is I give it a cleansing. And what I have is, you know, let's see if I can get this in here. Oh, there you go. Stick incense. It works. I don't need anything fancy, no sage bundle or anything like that. And what I'll do is I will take the box, everything, and I will run it through the smoke and do a smoke cleansing. Anything that's with the deck, so companion books, little white books, extra cards, the box, anything will go through the smoke for a cleansing. Then with the deck itself, I will take each card individually, again, slowly, putting my energy around the deck and cleanse off anything that might be residual negativity. And I'll just waft it through a few times and then set it down. And I always start with the majors and then go through into the minors. Then I do this setup. Now what this is I have my incense for air. I'm going to burn myself on my candle. I got my incense for air. I have candles on both sides. They're in purple, which is to connect with the divine. That's for fire. I used to have a fountain on my altar. I don't anymore. I want a fountain for my altar. That would have been my water, so instead I use shells. And then I have black obsidian. I have quite a bit of it, and I use that one to absorb any negativity coming towards the deck since I've just cleansed it. And I also use it, I know maybe some people would say, oh, that's more fire. I also use it as an element for the element of earth. And what I will do simply is, using my hands, no athame, no nothing fancy, rub my hands together and I will place it over the deck. Then what I do is I will bring in, and I've already done this actually, bring in each element like that and ask that element to consecrate it with the correspondences of that element. So we think of air, we think of communication and thinking and logic. You know, fire is action and passion and creativity. Water tends to be emotion and intuition. And then earth kind of, because I want the deck to kind of be a conduit between this plane and the divine and spirit. So earth is to help it stay within, you know, communicate within our physical world. And this is just for me. This is how I do it. And then finally what I do is I make a pentagram over it and ask for it to, spirit to consecrate it so it can communicate with the deck. And then what I'll do is I will let it sit like this for a couple hours, usually till the candles burn out. And then it will either go under the full moon or the new moon, depending. And I will ask for the consecration to be sealed and the for basically a blessing. I will not do any readings, nothing with a deck until I have done this. Now this deck I've had for well over a month, and this is the first time I've been able to do this for my own reasons, and so it's getting done today. Once this is done, once it's been out under either a full moon or new moon, then what I will do is I will do a deck interview, and then as far as I'm concerned, then it's ready to truly be read with. So that's just how I do it. You don't have to do it this way. Some people just see the deck as nothing more than cardstock. You can just open it, go for it, whatever. I see them more as tools of my practice. Therefore, I give them some kind of, respect that I think they deserve, just like I would any of my ritual tools. And so this is what I do with all my tarot decks before I work with them. So, hope you enjoyed that. Much love and blessings. I'll see you next time. Oh my